Hi everyone, it's Debbie. Happy New Year. This is the first weekly pick a card reading of 2024. Hope you're well. Apologies for my lighting and everything. I'm working on it. I know I need to get a new camera for YouTube, and I've just wasted about an hour fiddling around with this, and then I realised that it's best to just do it and then work on hopefully making this a lot clearer in future videos than not doing it, because my aim is to obviously give you some guidance for the week ahead. So bear with me with that. So if you've done these videos before, or if you haven't, when you click the video, there was a thumbnail with 3 cards, and on each card is a crystal, and I put the crystal there to help you to pick a card. So now I'm gonna let you know which cards came out and what you picked. What I normally say is you can skip to the timestamp of your card, or if you want, you can watch the whole thing through. Take the guidance that resonates with you from that, and I'm going to try and keep it to 10 minutes, which is really hard for me because I tend to talk and talk and talk. Okay, so if you pick card 1, we had the moss agate on there, which is a really good stone for emotional balance. So that might be a bit of what you need right now, if things have been a bit up and down. So it's a good one to get if you're feeling a little bit out of whack. And card number 1, we've got limitations, inspire, innovation. Okay, so this is a positive card, even though it mentions the word limitation. Generally what it's talking about is right now you might be experiencing challenges, limitations, hurdles, that kind of thing, like me with this YouTube thing, and feeling like I want it to be perfect but not having the equipment yet. And what it's saying is that even though we could be challenged at the minute, there could be limitations, maybe financial, maybe tech, maybe time. You know, if you haven't got a lot of time to spend on your business, you might still be working full time, that kind of thing. It's saying that often these limitations can help us to be more creative. They can help us to think outside the box, come up with new creative solutions, and actually lead us to creating things that are innovative, really new as well. Usually those things are created because there is a hurdle or a challenge that people are trying to overcome too. So hopefully that resonates with you if you've picked card 1. So it's definitely about identifying any self-imposed limitations as well that we might be putting on ourselves. Like we might be telling ourselves that we haven't got a lot of time, when actually we could, time for the business, when we could be maybe looking at where we're spending our time and changing how we spend our time to spend more time on the business, if that's possible. We might also do things like self-sabotage or have issues around self-love, self-worth, which stop us from putting ourselves out there. And this card is just saying, recognize any of those patterns at this time, and try and work on it, because this year a lot of the guidance is saying that it's going to be so much easier for spiritual business owners, that are trying to make a difference, to actually do that. So it's a good time to get out of your own way, to really work on any of those issues around self-sabotage, self-love that are holding you back as well. So there's like a double message there. Work on the hurdles and limitations, and also the positive side of it, that can really inspire us to get more creative as well. So hopefully that made sense. Then card 2, we had the tiger's eye crystal on there, which is about, it's a grounding crystal. Basically, it brings balance as well. So again, that seems to be a bit of a theme with the crystals that came out this week. Grounding and balancing stone. So card number 2, we have got if I can pick it up. Your past supports your future. Okay, so what they're saying is that often we can look back at the past and think that things were a waste of time, have a lot of regrets. But what your guides are saying is that you have hidden talents, you have things that you did in the past that you can now bring into your business and start using to get to create more success. They're also saying that you might have had ideas and projects, created products and services in the past that didn't work, and they're asking you to revisit those at this time because it could just be that the timing wasn't right. So look at those past projects. You might have started a book that's been put in a drawer somewhere. It's time to get those out. It's time to finish off and tie off loose ends in terms of projects as well. It's also talking about clearing the patterns, past patterns too. Any self-sabotage and repeated patterns that are coming up right now. So there's that repeated message as well. But it's just a reminder that nothing has been wasted. We can use everything, things from previous jobs that we didn't, skills that we didn't think we needed anymore. A lot of those are transferable skills that we can use in business. So they're asking you to see how your past actually supports your future and what you can repackage, repurpose from the past and bring it into now to succeed. Hopefully that makes sense. And then card number 3, we have a sunstone. And the sunstone is all about positivity. It's for brightening moods, and it's a really helpful stone if you suffer from seasonal affective disorder as well. So again, it's a balancing one. So we have that big theme across the whole of these cards. And then for card number 3, we have what do you really want? And this is asking you to get very, very clear about your goals. It's showing the X marks the spot and the arrow pointing to that. So they're saying, your guides are saying, it's time to get very, very clear about what you want to create in 2024. Not what other people want or what you think that other people expect of you. It's like, what do you really want? And this doesn't necessarily need to be a business goal. This could be a life thing, like where do you want to live? You know, how do you want your life to look, basically? What, you know, often we can push that kind of thing down, tell ourselves that it's not possible. You know, what if you wanted to work and travel? You know, what if you were sick of being in the same place? That kind of thing. So it's a time to really think about your big dream, regardless of your current situation. Make sure you're working towards something that isn't too small for you. Often we set goals and have dreams that are, or often we can outgrow them, but often they're too small for us. So, you know, really think about what the big dream is and don't downplay it, is what they're trying to say. It's a really good time to define success and what that means to you, because obviously what that means to other people might be different to what it means to you. You might not be bothered about a huge house and car and all of that. You might be like me and just be bothered about travel and new experiences, that kind of thing. It can help to define your goal or your dream as a feeling or an experience, to help understand what working so hard for it means. So it can be good to think about what you want and to really feel into it. It's good for manifestation as well. Really feel into the big dream and the feelings that come up with that, and then keep doing that as a practice. Because the brain can't tell between something that's happened already and something, you know, if we're feeling something, the brain can't tell if we have it or we don't have it yet. So keep getting into the energy of how it's going to feel when you manifest what you want. So yeah, what do you really want? People who pick card 3. And then the bonus card is a really nice one. It's celebrate your wins, which has come out for quite a lot of my clients recently. There's a cockerel on there. who, as we know, can go around making a lot of noise. And this card, it's not saying to go and boast and show off online or become that person if that isn't you, but the bonus card for everybody watching this week is talking about, you know, how can we celebrate the wins in our business, no matter how big or small they are. You know, like it can be a win, you know, on a really bad day when we're not feeling motivated, just to do one thing, one tiny thing. And they're asking you to just try and bring this more into your daily life, you know, the ability to see when you've made progress, even if it seems really small. It isn't a bad thing. I think especially on something like LinkedIn, it's the place where people seem to feel the most comfortable doing it. So it's a good thing to share testimonials and good things that have happened on there, because then you're giving people social proof that you're doing good work and you're on the right track. So don't be afraid to do that. But again, it's that fine line with what you feel comfortable with. Some people are more natural at celebrating themselves than others, and it could be that this guidance is just asking you to, you know, work a bit on the self-love and feel more comfortable about blowing your own trumpet, basically, which, you know, if you're British watching this, we tend not to be that great at it. Okay, so really hope that resonated. I'm available for readings if you're looking for an in-depth business reading. I'll put the link below about my vision board readings, the 3-month ahead business reading and the 12-month year ahead reading. I've also got some online masterclasses coming up and some free networking. I'll put all the links below. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with hopefully a bit of a better setup. But take care. Bye.